Hello developers, welcome to gilgeekify programming. My name is Saeed Kohansal and I hope you have a wonderful time. In this video I will show you how to expose your local folder to the internet with a public URL using ngrok. Ngrok is a tool that creates a secure tunnel between a public endpoint and a locally running web server, making it easy for developers to share their applications and APIs with others. Let's download the ngrok and connect your account. Go to the ngrok.com, create an account and log in. Okay, now just download the ngrok according to your operating system. The ngrok agent is the command line application that you will use to start your tunnels. I downloaded the ngrok for my Windows OS. Now open the ngrok to connect your account. Run this command and it creates a configuration file with your auth token. The path of this file can be different depending on your operating system. Let's check this file. You can also add your settings right here. In the following, I will show you an example. Let's make a web server through VSCode. Let's say it's my website, and I want to serve that through my web server. Just open your website directory in VSCode. Go to the extensions and search for the live server in the marketplace and install it. I had already installed that extension. When you enable the live server extension, you will see a Go Live button. To start your web server, just click on it. It creates a web server with 5500 as the port number, and it also has a live reload feature. Let's check the live reload feature. When you edit each file in that folder, the live reload occurs. Now let me show you how you can expose your web server through the ngrok with public access domain, so everyone has access to it. Open the ngrok and run this command. ngrok HTTP 5500. This port should be the web server you want to expose. In this case, my web server is running on a 5500 port. Okay, your web server has been exposed through the ngrok domain. You have some information right here. Session status, account, version, region, latency, web interface, forwarding, and connections. With a free account, ngrok creates a random domain that includes your IP and region. If you want to use custom domains, you should upgrade your account. Let's open my website. You will see this warning in a free ngrok account. It was created to prevent abuse such as phishing, scam, fraud, and spam. Visitors to your site only see this warning once, before they click on the Visit Site button. You have 3 ways to remove this warning page. In the following, I will show you how you can set an HTTP header to remove this warning page. Well, this is your website and it's online. Everyone has access to it with that domain. Let's check it in incognito mode. As I said before, with a free account, ngrok creates a random domain that includes your IP and region. The pattern of making this domain can change over time based on the ngrok policies. Let me show you web inspection interface. Go to this address. The ngrok agent ships with a real-time inspection interface which allows you to see what traffic is sent to your application server and what responses your server is returning. You can stop the ngrok session with Ctrl+C or just close the ngrok terminal. Now I will show you how you can change the ngrok region. Now my region is Europe. If you don't set a region, by default the ngrok picks a region that's geographically closest to your machine. ngrok runs globally distributed tunnel servers around the world to enable fast and low latency traffic to your applications. Okay, you can set all of these regions for your free ngrok account. You have 2 ways to set region. In the first way, you can add region into your config file. And in the second way, you can use the region flag directly in your ngrok terminal command. I stopped the ngrok session. I will add Japan as the region in my config file. Save it and start an ngrok session. Well, as you can see now, my region is Japan. To get better latency, I suggest you use a region closer to your real location. Also, if you don't set a region and you are using a VPN, the ngrok considers the VPN IP. Okay, now let me show you the second way to set a region. You can just add the region flag in your command and run it. I will use the United States as my region. Very well. As a note, I should say the region flag has priority over the region you have set in the configuration file. And this is how you can set regions in ngrok. So if you remove region from the config file, the ngrok will automatically pick the best region based on your machine IP. Now I will show you how you can remove the ngrok warning page. You need to add a custom HTTP header called ngrok skip browser warning with any value. To do this, you should install a Chrome extension called ModHeader. With ModHeader, you can modify HTTP request headers, response headers, and redirect URLs. And this is how you can set a request header. Just add ngrok skip browser warning as the request header name with any value. And down. You will never see the ngrok warning page again while your extension is active. This is what header your browser has been requested. Let's check it in Chrome DevTools. Now let me show you how you can expose your web server through the ngrok with a private access domain. I use HTTP Basic Authentication, which means only those with the login information can access it, and it's protected with a username and password. To create an ngrok session with HTTP Basic Authentication, just add the basic auth flag in your command, its username, and password. The password must be at least 8 characters long. Let's check it. When you stop an ngrok session, the user sees an error like this. And this is HTTP Basic Authentication. The user should add the correct login info to see the website. Very well. Let's check it in Incognito mode. I try to show you some errors that can occur in the ngrok. As a note, I should say you can also add HTTP Basic Authentication in the ngrok config file. Now let me show you some examples of Open Authorization. Open Authorization is a standard designed to allow a website or application to access resources hosted by other web apps on behalf of a user. With the OAuth flag, you can add a provider name And with the OAuth allow email, you can restrict access only to an email or multiple emails. Multiple emails should be in comma-separated format. ngrok supports OAuth tunnels with major providers such as Google, GitHub, and Microsoft. I will test all of these providers for you. With this command, only Google account with that email can access my website. Let's check it. As you can see, it returns a sign in with Google. Only emails I specified in my ngrok command can access my website. Okay, let's log in by Google. Well, I have access to my website. I added this single email to my command, so it has access to my website. Now let's check my website with another Google account. I had specified only one Google account email, so ngrok displayed this error and doesn't allow other accounts to access my website. Very well, now I will check GitHub OAuth. I think there is no need to say anything. And the last one, I will check Microsoft OAuth. Let me show you something. You can also remove the ngrok warning page in Incognito mode by going to your extension details and turning on Allow in Incognito option. Very well. And this is how you can secure your applications with open authorization. Let me show you how the live reload feature works in the live server. Each time you modify your files in your live server directory, your website is going to reload a new version of that files. So the client doesn't need to refresh to get the new version of your website. Let me show you how you can update the ngrok client. In the ngrok terminal, you can read about examples, commands, and options. With running ngrok-v, you can check the ngrok client version. And with running ngrok update, you can update your ngrok client. It says no update available. This is the latest version. If you enjoy my content, please like this video, click the subscribe button and turn on notification for future videos. Also, if you have any questions about this video, I'm here to help. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps.
Because I will not quit, no, because I want this. Don't try to stop me now.